Hello.
It is what it is. And what I'm trying to say is, but coming back to this place, Paros, they go. And so instead of going somewhere else in Europe, what did we do?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying?
I don't know. You're not really listening.
I'm not, because I'm thinking about...
Think of cigarettes after sex. Yeah.
I don't know. What did they do?
What?
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Earlier on in the show, you said, I'm going to tell you about that later.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
What am I telling them?
I don't know. Listener, what are we telling you?
Oh, I'm not having Ouzo again when we do a podcast.
How about where we're staying?
Oh, yeah. Where we're staying. What's that got to do with cigarettes after sex?
Hello.
Daddy, I love him.
Mother thanks you.
Right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
You're really squinting. Hello and welcome to It's a Drama podcast. I'm Liz.
And I'm Squinty Brian.
And we bring you this podcast today from the island of Naousa in Paros. No, the town of Naousa in the island of Paros in Greece.
Yes.
We've brought the Ouzo, haven't we, Bri?
Yep, we've got the Ouzo.
We've brought the Ouzo because we thought it would be rude not to.
Just in case for those people.
But we have got water with it, so don't,
Yeah.
Cheers, Bri.
It's more like a...
What do they say in Greece again?
Vaviva.
Vaviva. Cheers.
Vaviva. Yeah, I was away from my microphone.
You know what? We haven't got any plans for this. We haven't got any structure for what we're going to talk about on this podcast.
It's not usual, really, isn't it?
Well, no, because normally we have at least a little list.
Yeah.
But tonight, I just said to Brian, what should we talk about? And we said, let's just have a chat. Let's just have a chat.
Yeah.
And
see where we are.
Yeah, see where we are.
What we've been up to.
So for those of you who are, first of all, for those of you who are new to this podcast, we're Liz and Brian, husband and wife. We normally live in New Zealand, in Taranaki, and we are on a year-long world trip.
Yes.
We've rented our house out in New Zealand, and we're on an adventure. What's the word? It's a healing journey, is what it is.
It is.
For me, it's a healing journey. And we are planning to take you along on that journey. I lost both my parents last year within 6 months of each other, and it made us both reflect on how precious life is and how you've got to do things when you can. And and here we are. We just threw caution to the wind, didn't we, Bri?
Yeah, we did. And, you say this is a healing journey. It's a reconnection, not just with family, but with yourself is what you were saying, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's what we were saying about this morning. Do you know what? I have got I've got some big hang-ups. And one of those hang-ups is using language that other people might judge me for and think, oh, what are you talking about? Like, that sounds a bit weak. That sounds a bit, I don't know. I have that. Hands up, I admit to it. I feel uncomfortable using language that I'm not familiar with. And a healing journey is exactly what this is. Yet when I say it out loud, I think, don't say that,
Yeah, but
I don't know what it is.
I think what it comes down to, it's thinking that it's a sign of weakness that you need to heal. When you've injured yourself, you're not as strong as what you were when you were fully fit. Mm. So and I think that's why we go, oh, it's not. I don't need to heal because I'm all right. And you go, well, you're not. And that's the difference, isn't it? And that's what we all sort of shy away from, that healing process, and go, oh no, I'm okay, I'm all right, stiff upper lip and all that.
I know.
Move on.
And if someone else says it to me, I am totally and utterly 100% behind them with that.
Yeah.
But when I say it for myself, I feel I need to justify why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And you know what? We went for a coffee this morning, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And we were talking about this, and we were saying exactly this about the language that you use, and me saying this is a healing journey. And I mean, well, it's not really a healing journey. Well, actually, it is. Mm. And we use the, I don't know what the thing is if it's an analogy or if it's a simile or whatever, of a scab. When you cut yourself, you cut your knee and it scabs over.
Yeah.
And the scab gradually shrinks and the skin comes together. And I used that as an example of what's happening here on this trip with our family and within myself.
Yeah.
And just that whole just coming together, just closing something that needs closing. Yeah.
And that's the thing. And the other side of that analogy is, and it leaves a scar. That's why they say there's a scar, because there is a scar after it's healed. Yeah. And it never goes away. It will never go away completely, because sometimes you'll look at it and go, oh, there it is again. You know, it's very true, isn't it?
The other thing I wanted to say is, if you are listening to this or watching this podcast on YouTube or Spotify, then there is a video that's going along with this. So we are sitting outside on the balcony. I'll describe it for you if you're not watching the video. On the balcony of our painted white studio in like I say, in Greece. The sky is that gorgeous Aegean blue. You can only get blue like this in Greece. It goes on forever. The blue goes on forever when you look at it, both the sea and the sky. And it's stunning. And behind us are lots of buildings, flat roof buildings with lots of solar panels on the roof.
Solar hot water systems.
Yeah. And there's cockerels around us. We're renting a place that's right next to it's like a scrapyard, really, isn't it,
Brian? Down there, isn't
she was embarrassed when she showed us, wasn't she?
Yeah, there's cockerels.
Like, don't look at that. Don't look at that old banger that's sitting in the driveway there.
Yeah, it
but the thing is, do you care?
No, I don't.
I don't.
Yeah. It's just like being at home, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, yeah. Things like this don't bother me anymore. You know, it's I don't know. I think and there's a difference when you're traveling, because they've been building an ancient Greek, rebuilding an ancient Greek wall outside, haven't they? Like, you know, and it's a dry stone wall that obviously now has got a bit of cement in it, so it's not really dry stone anymore. And she stopped us as we were walking out and said, awfully sorry for the noise. And, you know, I just turned around and went, what's life? But I suppose if it was your only week...
We could have kicked up.
Yeah, but if it was your only week that you'd come away, you'd be really, maybe a bit pissed off, wouldn't you? Like, it's like the old 1970s things when people used to go to Spain, isn't it? Like, you know, and they were still building the hotel. You know, and it's, you know, that side of things, they've been putting air conditioning units in downstairs because it's... We did ask for a super deal on this, though. That's probably why.
Yeah, we did.
And we didn't really care.
But I'll tell you what, I've got something to tell you in a minute. I'll tell you in a minute later on in the episode.
More super deals.
We've got an even more super deal that I'm going to share with you. But yeah, it wasn't, I think it was something like $6,000 to stay here, wasn't it?
Yeah, for
nearly
$4 people.
$7,000 or something.
6,000
New Zealand dollars.
Yeah.
So for a month, for 4 of us.
Yeah, in a building site.
If you don't know, we're travelling with I was going to say human children then.
Yes. We've got AI kids online, and we've got our human children that travel with us.
That come out sometimes for the public.
I just prefer the AI ones, much nicer.
We're travelling with our son and daughter, Sonny and Tessa, who are 23 and actually turns 24 next week. And Tessa's just turned, Tessa's just turned 21. And like I say, do you know what, Bri? When was it I said to you, I don't know if I'd had a drink or if I was being emotional or whatever, but I would just, you know, when suddenly, all of a sudden, you look at your kids. I think you two were doing, oh no, it was Sonny and Tess. They were walking ahead of us. Yeah. We'd been to a bar or whatever, something to eat. Yeah, you did film them. We'll put that up. And they're walking along, and I just thought, this is worth it. This is what I wanted. Yeah, this is what I wanted.
When we did our world trip, all those years ago, was it nearly 9 years ago, is it now, or whatever it is? No, 7 years ago. And
stop putting age on me.
No, I was just thinking it was 2017, but it actually was 2018 really, when we were in the hotter countries, weren't we? Because we were the first bit anyway. I videoed them when they were 14 and would have been 16 going on 17, wouldn't it? And to see them again now, 7 years on, and then just the way they walk together, and they're constantly chatting, always talking about something old or some film they've watched from years ago or whatever it was, or just someone. And I just thought, I've got a video of them walking through the streets of Greece again. And there it was, wasn't it? So that's that magic moment, isn't it? And that's that reconnection that you're after, isn't it? You know. So
if you've never been to Paros in Greece, in my opinion, I've done lots of Greek island hopping when I was younger, in my young days, and me and you have been to Greece and worked.
On this very island. Just over that side of the bay. And in my opinion, Paros, it beats all of them. Mykonos, Santorini, all of them, it beats it. Yeah. Simply because it feels, I shouldn't say that now because now everyone's going to come here, but because it feels like so
familiar and so homely and so friendly. It's not pomp and ceremony.
No.
It's not
resorty.
It's not resorty.
I mean, it's getting that way. As in,
we keep saying that. We've been saying that for 30 years, Bri.
yeah, but you know what I mean? As in, the hotels are getting bigger and flasher, and, there's bigger buses on the island now, and it used to be all little, like, sort of Sprinter-size, Mercedes Sprinter-size van buses, but now they're big Mercedes full-blown buses, aren't they?
Yeah.
And there's hardly any bikes. There used to be tons of motorbikes, and they're all little... that's what I'm saying. It's just it's changing, isn't it?
You say, though, all the hotels are going like big and flash.
Yeah.
There's a massive big complex down by the beach that we go to, like 10-minute drive. And it's big and flash, and it's got slides coming out and into the sea. And it's like, like the sort of thing you'd expect to see on like the Gold Coast in Australia or something.
Yeah.
Deserted.
It's closed
down. No one's gone there, which is a real shame. You don't want to see any business go under.
No, you do, but that
says something to you, though.
But
this isn't that kind of island.
That used to be the nudist beach where we used to go to.
Well, do you want to talk about that now?
Yes.
Let's
get it out now.
What? The nudist?
Talk about it.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Do you miss going nude, Bri?
Yeah, you do.
Why?
Just swinging in the wind. It's nice.
Why? Why do you miss going nude? You've asked for it now.
Do you know there's nothing quite like it, really, is there? Just the wind blowing between your legs.
I don't know. Is there?
Well, you must know because you were sitting next to me.
Well, I do, but I haven't got anything dangly, or I didn't then. They were nice and pert.
Well,
so obviously.
All my back's just gone.
Do you know what? No one goes topless anymore, do they?
No. Do you know why that is?
Why?
Because that's what Tess said.
Yeah.
Why would you go topless with all these iPhones around?
Oh, it's a
shame. I know, but that's what happens, isn't it?
It's a shame.
There was a few people that were topless the other day on the beach.
There's nothing better than eyeing up a load of topless people going, oh, that's better than mine.
Yeah.
Mine are a bit bigger
up?
than that.
Wait till she gets the bat and ball out.
I know.
She'll be hit herself in the face or not?
I don't know. It just felt all like exotic and a little bit risky.
There was never many people on the nudist beach, was there? It would be like 10 or 15 people. That would be about it. Everyone... quite a way away from each other as well.
If we talk to the kids about going nude, if we say like, she could just.
Well, not so much Sunny, don't worry, I've seen the pictures in the wardrobe. Oh, thanks, Tess.
So yeah, Paros. I mean, it's absolutely divine. So we're here for a month. We booked for a month, and then so we were here for a month, and then we were going to go on to like Spain, or we were thinking because we want to stay in Europe for 3 months. Because in case you don't know, if you are from anywhere outside the EU, what's it called, that region?
The Schengen region.
Yeah, I can't say that, especially not when I've had
It sounds Japanese.
Yeah.
So why did they choose that? You're from Europe, for goodness sake.
Yeah, if you're outside Europe and in that region, in Schengen, you're only allowed to stay here for 3 months.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, we did a bit of a dodgy thing and we came in on our Kiwi passport, then we left for a week, and then we came back in on our British passport for another 6 weeks, and we got away with it.
I know.
But we haven't got the nerve to do that now.
No, I did. They were just about to change the rules, and they said after this, I think it was within 3 or 4 months of us doing that, it will be if you've got a dual citizenship, we know.
I daren't risk it. I honestly, especially not with the kids.
No. Do you know what? You probably would make still. It depends who's on. If it's a job worth on the day.
I know. And we'd get the jobs worth. I know we would.
We would. It wouldn't just be because once you're in Europe, nobody checks your passport.
No,
they don't, do they?
No.
I mean, maybe if you're getting on a ferry, but even that's not really border control because it's when we got on from Italy all those years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, you don't go through border control. You just leave in Greece and. Leaving Italy, you turn up in Greece.
Yeah.
And you just drive off in your car.
The other thing's funny as well. This is what I said to you this morning, wasn't it? We're staying in this place. I'm looking around now. It's a flat-roofed apartment. They call it like a room. They call it rooms, don't they? Studio rooms.
Yes.
But really, it's an apartment. It's got a big kitchen,
open
lounge.
Plan, isn't it?
Open plan.
Yeah.
Sonny's just taken over the whole lounge area
Yes.
because he's building his online business.
Yes.
And he's doing streaming and content creation, and part of the persuasion to get him to come on this trip with us for a year was that we would always find him space to be able to continue his business, because I think he thought we were going to be like, oh, no, none of that silly business. Don't be silly. Go and get a job as a waiter and that'll do you.
Yeah.
And he was really passionate about it. And he said, look, I'll come, but I don't know how I'm going to make it work.
I need to be able to stream.
Yeah, I need to be able to stream.
So we had to bring the Starlink Mini with us.
Yeah, you bought a Starlink Mini, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is that any good?
Well, do you know, it saved the bacon, really, didn't it?
It did, really.
Because we, trying to do it. When we came here 3 years ago, the internet speeds were outstanding. They were so fast, and he was streaming then.
That
and
was just after COVID, though. No one
everything
was here.
so it wasn't half as busy, was it?
No, it was 2022.
And he was so excited to come back because he said, "Oh, the best speeds I've ever had in Greece at sometimes, 5G data and all that." And then he came here, and every stream just crashed. And
That's a sign of the times, that, isn't it?
I know.
When we were younger, it's like, oh, the best flipping disco I've ever had, or the best cocktails I've ever had. It's like, oh yeah, it's the best internet I've ever had.
I know. That's it nowadays, isn't it?
I know.
Look how fast the internet is, and it's great for mobiles and stuff. But is it after 5 minutes or 10 minutes? I think the cell tower recognises a bit of a drain here on the data, so it just shuts him down. So we had to fire up the Starlink Mini, and it's working well.
Yeah, fantastic. So that's good.
Yeah.
So that saved our day. Why was I telling you that? Oh yeah. So we were in this apartment, and it's got 2 bedrooms. So the kids are sharing one room, 2 single beds.
They haven't got the AC room.
What?
They haven't got the AC in their room.
No, I know.
They've just got a spinny fan on the roof.
I know.
The ceiling, I mean.
Yeah. And the other day,
What?
Tess was ill, and she said, "Oh, can I come in your room instead?"
Yeah,
I said,
get
"No,
out."
you can't. You can't. I'm afraid not." Because I know, Brian, if I'd have said
You
yes
should have been in a whole holiday.
all night,
That would help.
every night, no.
Yeah, no
No,
thanks.
thank you.
Yeah.
Not when I've got dingly dangly. Wait
not
to express how he feels.
Shut
Or
up
more
the fan.
important-
It reminds me
actually,
of being outside.
More importantly, I said no. I said, because do you know what? I wouldn't sleep because all I ever hear
What?
is, "Oh, you snore.
I know.
I can hear you from my room." I
Yeah,
thought,
But
I can't.
that's a
I
famous
can't be
thing
sharing
from
a room
the.
with this.
No.
No.
Because the way Liz is asleep, she goes like that. But,
No, I don't. I sleep like this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then you go.
Oh, shut up! No,
Oh
I don't.
no, that's what she always says.
Yeah, but you've just said it.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know what it is about. Why is it when you get old you start going like that?
I don't know.
When you fall asleep.
You do it on the plane.
Did I tell you when we were in Paris and I went looking around for mouth tape?
Oh, God.
I went to all the pharmacies because I thought, right, this is a good, like when you have a break away from each other.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, sometimes
Come back this new person.
Yeah, I thought I'll come back.
Yeah.
You won't recognise me.
Non-snorable.
And I went round all the pharmacies in Paris. And I was like, tape, and they said plasters. I said, no, not plasters, tape for the mouth. But you can't breathe. And I said, no, that's
the idea. Sellotape, love, that'll do it. Extra wide.
So don't bother going to France and
Yeah.
asking for mouth tape because no one knows about it in Paris. None of them had ever heard of it.
Yeah, but it's, you know what, the French don't care, do they?
No.
It's like they're too busy, hoo-ha-ha.
I
and
know,
all
exactly.
that.
Exactly.
That's the Paris
It's us,
city.
we're
is
uptight.
the city of
Paranoid.
love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we're
right.
city of love and mouth tape.
So what else was I telling you? I was just about to tell you something about the apartment. Oh, no, I know what it was. This is what I said to you earlier. So this apartment we're staying in, it's high up. It's 2nd story. It's got like the traditional little Greek wall around the back of us, and it's got white steps going down, and everything is white, and the shutters are blue, and
everything is square.
everything is square.
Yeah.
But right to the left, of me, where I'm sitting now, you can't see it on the camera because Brian's cut it off, so it looks better than it is. But right to the left of us is a house,
Yeah.
and their
Like a window.
window, like their kitchen window, is overlooking this.
Yeah.
And I said to you, didn't I? Imagine if we'd have bought this house,
Yeah.
like sold unseen,
I know, yeah, this was it.
and this is what we'd bought, the first thing I would be paranoid. I'd be saying, well, they're looking straight in me. They're looking straight at me. Now, what is it? When you come on holiday, you don't care about those things.
Yeah, but you don't. But there's a balcony over that way. And we were saying if we were on here and they're out there, it's like, you've got to go,
I
morning.
still wouldn't care.
Yeah, I know, but it's
But if I
so
lived
nice
here
that
and
you're
this
really
was my
here.
home, I would.
I know.
And I
Yeah,
don't know why that is. Like that crack there on that wall.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that crack, and we don't care about that crack.
There's one up there as well.
Yeah, but if this was our house,
Yeah.
we would be super paranoid about that crack. And that's what I
Yeah.
don't like about owning a property, Bri.
I know.
And that is what I'm loving about coming here
Yeah.
and all that stress of owning a property and like, oh, what's that noise? Oh, what's that? Why is it doing that? Oh, why is that wobbling? Or what's wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's been bliss.
It has
It's
been great, hasn't it? To come away
great.
from everything, like, with what we were doing before we came away, to be this. I was just saying to you today when we were having a coffee, I just feel like I'm a lazy little bastard at the moment. You're just
Well,
like
I want
not
to talk
doing.
to you about that.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you. No, I do. I want to talk to you about that. No, don't look worried. Don't look worried. I want to talk to you about
Go on
that.
then, far away.
Yeah, I wanted to say
Yeah.
that you'd mentioned this morning. We were talking about how Greece, what has happened in the last. To me, I'm not going to go into it here because I'll do it another time. But I've had some real big revelations, like just real big mind shifts. And we were talking about it, and you said to me, I said, how have you felt? And you said, to be honest, I just feel, exactly your words, I just feel so lazy. I just feel like a lazy bastard. So tell me about that.
In a nice way, though. As in, because you know, I know I've got a few videos to edit and stuff like that, but it's just like, oh, do you know what? There's no rush on them because we did so much work before to get a backlog, so we could have some time. Because it's been 6 weeks, isn't it, I suppose? And to not have to go back and do it, because we have been doing other things, but just to think, what are you going to do today? You think, well, I've got a rental car, so there's nothing to do on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Apart from put some fuel in it. And
I couldn't believe it the other day when you were at the garage and you were asking about the car wash.
Oh, that's because there's a €200 cleaning fee if it's not clean.
Oh, right.
So I didn't want to pay that. So I was asking him when we go back on the ferry, just to throw it in there.
Yeah.
And get it washed.
Oh, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Just remind me, because I've got that to tell you and I've got the other thing to tell you. So go on,
Yeah.
So why do you feel like a lazy sod?
Just for that fact that...
Is it in a good way or
yeah,
a
it's
bad
in a
way?
very, very good way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I still do a few movements and exercise. I haven't got my gym with me because obviously that's at home in the garage. But I just do some like Pilates type style moves and things, just keep the hips moving and stuff like that. And
are you going to tell people what that guy said to you in the cafe? Because I think you should.
No.
Go on.
No.
Yes.
Why?
You know you want to. Don't play coy with me, Brian Deacle.
I don't know. I would
Tell
never
me.
think. Well, you look great.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said to Bri, do you work out? And Bri said, yes, I do.
Yeah, but I was taken back and he goes, do you lift weights? And I went, not really. Like, yes, a little bit.
Yes,
but
you
he
do.
said, well, you look fantastic. That's amazing. He said, and I was talking, he said the other day, he said, there's a guy walking past, he said, it looks so fit, like, you know, and he said, and he came in for a coffee. He said he was 87 years old, he was still working out. He said he was like Arnie Schwarzenegger, he was from Austria. He said, and this guy was just like, he said it was amazing to see it. And I just thought, yeah, that's what we all like to be doing that at 87.
Yeah.
You
Did
know?
he say, are you in your 80s?
No, he said you must be at least in your 75, yeah, but you've just had a hard life. And I'm like, yeah, mate, I have.
No, I wanted to say that because that's a flipping celebration win, Bri.
Yeah, it is.
It's lovely when someone gives you a compliment and recognises
I did have my singlet on my vest.
Yeah, you do.
Whatever
You look
say.
great in that singlet, by the way.
Yeah, I should have put it on the podcast.
I fancy you when you wear that.
Yeah, there you go.
That wife beater. Go on, anyways.
It's got to be a white one for a wife beater.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's why I don't have one.
No, but it's nice. It's
yeah,
nice.
it was
that
nice.
Must have made you feel so good.
No, it does because it's
good on him for saying
you do it for yourself. It's not for what you look like, and it's just because it was hot. And you just think, oh, we're going to the beach after this, and you're wearing a vest. And literally, that's what our day consists of. Is at the moment is get up, do some exercises. You'll do some journaling on writing and things like you do, like you love to do. And then we go for a coffee. We have our new coffee place now, don't we? And then 9 times out of 10, we either go to the beach.
Well, we go back and do some work.
We can go back and do. I've just been building a website with Tess, our daughter, because she wants an online presence, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And so that's been great to actually.
Running our Slack community.
Yeah, she didn't want to. She wanted to do it all herself, use Wix or this or that. And I'm like, do you know what?
I know.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Squarespace.
It's like this is what I was trying to say to you.
Build your own
I can't speak
website.
too loud because she's inside. But this is what I was saying to you. When you were saying, oh, don't get frustrated, I said, it's like Sonny wanting to plumb his house out and saying to you, I'm just going to learn how to do it myself.
I know. Yeah.
It's so frustrating as a
it is.
parent when you've worked so hard to learn a craft such as building an online presence and writing and websites and blah, blah, blah. And then you go to your kids and they're like, no, I don't want you to tell me. Yeah. I'll learn myself.
I know, because all these companies like Wix and GoDaddy or whatever they're called, they all build websites. They all start off, it's free for the first 90 days.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's not. Because I don't like that theme. Oh, guess what? That theme's got another $30 a month on it.
Yeah.
And it's not much at the start. And before you know it, you're $200 a month.
Do you know, I always wonder what it would be like. You know, like, what's her name? The famous actress that had the gorgeous daughters that also turned out to be actresses. What's her name? Is it Vanessa Redgrave or someone like that? Anyway, I think that's who it was. But like, lots of famous people have got
Yeah.
kids who go on to be actors, or like
Yes,
Andrew
they
Lloyd
do.
Webber had Julian Lloyd Webber. Or was that his brother?
I think it was his brother.
Oh, was it? Well, anyway,
Yeah.
he had someone like a son or something.
He was a violinist, wasn't he? I
Yeah,
think?
and I always
Yeah.
wonder what it would be like to have someone go into the same trade as you,
I know.
because
Yeah.
it's really, really, really
Well, look at
difficult. as a
Kirk
parent.
Douglas and Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
That's what you can say, something like that, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, you know, and you just think, oh, well, I got him because my dad was that, and he knew all the film directors, and it's like,
But
no,
it's
he's a
difficult
good
as
actor.
a parent to step
Yeah.
back and go, okay, I won't help you. You know, I
Yeah.
won't tell you what to do, because you don't want to. They want to do. Obviously, they want to do it themselves, but. Oh, it's frustrating, because you could
It
save them
is.
so much time.
I know. And the thing is, we host our websites with a hosting company, and we can host up to 10 websites, and it doesn't cost any more.
No. Anyway, back to
Anyway.
you then, being a lazy swine.
Yeah.
And so he didn't say you were great. He said you were fantastic.
Yeah, you said you look fantastic. And this guy was only, what, 28, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great. I was with Tess at the time, and, you know, and she just looked at me. She's like,
I'm only teasing.
and she's like, no, he works out in the
Yeah.
mornings and stuff,
Yeah,
like, you know.
I know,
And I'm
yeah.
like, no. You always shout it down, don't you? Anyway, yeah.
No, and you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. You should be proud of
Exactly.
the time that you spend on it.
That's
and do it.
right.
Yeah.
And embrace it and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. I do work out, and I am looking after myself. There's no one that I know. I don't know many other people. Well, you're the only person
Yeah,
I know, but
that's
you really are. You're fantastic at what you do. You know, like you're keeping your strength and keeping your positivity and keeping focused, and now it's wearing off on the kids, because unlike
I know.
me, they do listen to you.
Yeah, well, Tess at the moment,
They
she's going
really
through a
listen
real
to you about health and
fitness
fitness.
stage at the
Yeah,
moment, isn't she?
yeah.
She's doing ever so brilliant in
Yeah.
what she's doing, what she's eating, what she's
Yeah.
doing, and you just think, yeah,
And that's all because
so good.
of you. That's
Yeah,
all
but
because
it's-
of you.
it's all-
Showing,
it's
showing
only-
a good
yeah.
example.
But it was only because when I had something wrong with me, it's like, I don't want this anymore.
What did you have wrong with you?
Oh, the gluten intolerance
Yeah,
and
but they don't know
low,
that.
low white blood cell count and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And you're just like, no, this needs to get sorted. And,
Yeah.
and then I just got interested in why.
Yeah.
Why does that do that to me? What is it doing? And then it just snowballed from there. And you just
Yeah.
think, yeah.
You
And
know,
that's what you can do. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it.
I was just going to
you know?
say that. Do you know,
It's the
you
mindset.
are, you
Yeah.
are a prime example of someone. If you're sitting there now and how old were you when you were diagnosed with
I would have been
celiac gluten?
57.
Right,
50, yeah,
so-
57 probably.
Prior to that,
58.
you knew nothing about food and
No.
longevity.
I
And
just thought fat gave you indigestion.
I know.
Yeah.
So how old are you now? 62?
62, yeah.
So 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. 5 years you've dedicated to this whole fitness, longevity, healthy mindset journey that you've been on.
Yeah, but it's longevity with living a normal life.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. You are
without,
normal.
Like,
You're not like one of these
yeah.
weirdos.
No,
that,
I'm not. I'm not the
you know, you've
56
got to eat
supplements a
grass.
day, and
Yeah,
you've got to have
exactly.
this, and that,
Exactly.
and that.
No,
It's
you're
just
not.
like,
Far from
just
it.
do the best you can.
Yeah.
and just watch out, and just the main thing is keeping those insulin levels flatlining, and that's what I try and do. Even though I know I can't all day, then you try your best to do that.
But what I'm saying by is you at that age, a plumber,
Yeah.
you know, electrician, you know, the heating
Yeah, eating
engineer,
pies
all the,
and
doing all
the
the
stuff.
stuff,
Yeah.
living a normal life, and you get to 57 and you dedicate 5 years of all your spare time to educating
learning.
yourself on this stuff.
Yeah.
And now look at you, your 21-year-old daughter is coming to you for advice.
Yeah. Damn.
Jealous.
It's easy.
I'm jealous.
Easy as.
It's not my fault I
Yeah.
keep crying whenever she talks to me.
I know. Yeah,
No,
but-
it's brilliant.
yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, even Sully, I know at the moment he's not working out, but he has been a pillar of strength at times, hasn't he? Like, you know, when he was in We Will Rock You, and he was having to be Bren and doing all these push-ups on the stage, and then dance and sing and do more push-ups and things because of the type of part he had. And it was just like, wow.
So let's go back then to, you feeling a bit lazy.
Yeah.
In a good way, you're saying.
Yeah, in a good way, in a relaxing way, because you know, with this type of person I am, I always have to be feeling like I've got to do something or do something. And when you step back from it, you realise how important it is to be you again. Just for the fact that you start to talk to yourself again, instead of like, right, come on, get this done, get that done. You know, you don't sit and contemplate something or just look at something and see that beauty in that, or like this, the rubbish that's here. You'd be thinking, oh, just get down there and tidy up for them, do that sort of thing. Like, they'd love that, wouldn't they? And it's like, no, they wouldn't, because they'd do it themselves if it was that bad. But you know what I'm trying to say? It's just, you just see things differently, in a different light. And it just calms you down a wee bit,
Right.
And I think that's what you all need, is just to bring those, not so much stress levels down, but just bring everything down and just breathe.
Yeah.
And that's, I find, before I was coming away, I was doing lots of breathing exercises because I felt I had to, just to keep centering yourself, and just, right, there it is. And the simplest thing in the world, you don't have to do anything flash. It's 4 in, 4 out, 4 in, 4 out. That's the quickest way any Buddhist Zen monk will get into the Zen-like state. You don't have to come in, hold, box breathe, 5 seconds out and 3 out, or more in and more out, or less in, more out.
You can if you want to.
Yes, you can. But what I'm trying to say, the easiest is just the 4 in, 4 out. So, but I found I don't feel I even need to do that at the moment.
No.
Because you just naturally feel yourself breathing, and you're like, there it is.
Yeah.
You don't go, as you listen to someone, and then you start breathing again. Yeah, it's that type of thing that you find all of a sudden, it goes. So that's working wonders at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thinking about what you have been through in the last 18 months, being there for everyone, being that pillar of strength, being, just superhuman, really.
No, it's not superhuman. It goes back to what I used to say to you. You are the most important thing, and if you stay strong and become strong, then you'll be strong for everybody else.
Yeah.
But unless you're strong yourself, you can't be for everybody else.
No.
So that's when you say I was a pillar. It's just, no, I just kept myself strong.
Yeah,
I found then I could then.
I know,
see
but
it.
I'm saying there must have been times when you
It's
were
stressful.
just. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's. I know we touched on this in the last podcast, and if you haven't heard that podcast, go back and listen to it. It's about me spending my month in Paris with my daughter Tess. But we talked about that in the last podcast, about being released from that responsibility of being the one to look after everyone. And I think from what I can see now in Greece, and I know it's still early days in this year-long journey that we're doing.
It's not just a year long. It will go on as long as it will take. When you get back to New Zealand, you'll still carry it on, I think.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, but you will, because you'll be in a different place. I don't mean as in physically in a different place. Your mind will be in a different place. That should be stronger. I mean, you might... I'm not saying might go through that bounce back when you first get there. You might think,
no, I don't think so.
But I don't know.
But yeah, but that's what I was saying, is just being here with it. Even in Greece, we've only been away for. We've only been in Greece for 2 weeks, haven't we? Just over 2 weeks.
Coming up 3 weeks nearly, yeah.
No, it's only 2 weeks. It's 3 weeks
Right.
on Saturday, and just that the whole family, all 4 of us are starting to step into okay.
Yeah.
We're starting to relax, and then that is why you now feel like, okay, I can relax.
Yeah.
So.
It's very true. And on that subject of when we came here, especially coming back to Paros, even Athens, because we were here in Athens in 2022, and we loved our 6 days there. The reason why we stayed in Athens, we'd normally just come straight out to the islands, but Cigarettes After Sex were playing, which is a fantastic group that my daughter absolutely adores, and they were playing in Athens on something like the 8th of June, weren't they?
Yeah.
And we went to see them, all of us, and it was just a magical night. And we even play music now with cigarette, and it's just, we were playing it all last night on the way home, weren't we, in the car, and actually to the beach today, and you had your headphones on. But
I'm getting sick of it.
No, you can't, because it's what it is. It is what it is. I know. It is what it is. And what I'm trying to say is, but coming back to this place, Paros, they go, and so instead of going somewhere else in Europe, what did we do?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying?
I don't know. You're not really listening.
I'm not, because I'm thinking about...
think of Cigarettes After Sex. Yeah.
I don't know. What did they do?
What?
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Earlier on in the show, you said, I'm going to tell you about that later.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
What am I telling them?
I don't know. Listener, what are we telling you?
Oh, I'm not having Ouzo again when we do a podcast.
About where we're staying.
Oh, yeah. where
There
we're
we go.
staying. What's that
I
got to
thought-
do with cigarettes after sex?
I'm just saying. I was trying
You're a
to build. I was
lazy
trying
sod,
to
you
build the picture of like why we love it here so much.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to say. Was like we love it here so much that the kids feel relaxed. We're relaxed here because this is our old stomping ground where we used to
Yes.
work and stuff.
Yeah.
So we wanted to stay a little longer, didn't we?
Okay. You just, the thing is,
Holy
Brian,
moly.
I know, but I've got to be knowing what we're talking about. And when you go off on a tangent like
Do you need
that,
a list?
I do need a list.
Yeah.
You've got to warn me if you're going to
Okay.
start talking
I
about.
was bringing it back round for you, Liz.
Okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
So yes, where we are staying for the month. So we were going to go. We were going to go over to Spain, and we looked at flights, the cost of flights, and getting an Airbnb for the month of July, which is the height of summer. July and August is the height of summer in the Northern Hemisphere. And it was just extortionate. The Airbnbs were like 10 grand. The cheapest I could get in Spain was 6, I think, but then we had to pay for our flights to get over to Spain.
And that's the crazy thing. We looked at flights, and you just think you're going to go from Athens to Madrid or Barcelona or somewhere in that region, like, Malaga or something like that. And there's not one flight that flew from Spain direct.
Athens to
It
Spain.
went either by Frankfurt, or it went back to London, or it went to France and Paris, and then you had to do that and go do another flight to here. And you just think, hello.
And how much was
'Cause-
it? Really expensive,
yeah, they
wasn't
were
it?
like $600 probably just to do that one flight. Whereas we just looked at it and just thought, why?
I
What's
know.
the point?
So I was sitting on the ferry. Thankfully, I'm constantly searching for accommodation and trying to always like plan ahead where
Yeah.
we're going and stuff like
Because
that.
we're only like a month ahead, and we've got to book somewhere else and then book somewhere after
Yeah,
that.
because we had
haven't
nowhere to stay, and it was
Yeah.
like, where are we going to go? So I was looking on like Airbnb, and it flashed up on the island of Paros where we're staying, but just on the other side, which is the main town called Parakia. It flashed up this accommodation, this gorgeous 2-bedroom apartment.
Very similar inside to
similar
this, isn't it? A little bit older, maybe.
But it's in the country, so it's not in the town like this. It's like out a little bit.
Wait to see the views. We will show
And it
you.
said 4,000 New Zealand dollars. And I was like, what? 4,000 New Zealand dollars for a month? This is for 4
in
people.
July.
In July. And so I was like, oh, that's fantastic. And I thought, right. And I hearted it. So it went into my liked list. I thought, when I get off the ferry, I'm going to go home and I'm going to apply for that, because the internet was a bit dodgy on the ferry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Anyway, so we got home, we got back to here, and I thought, I went into the bedroom, I thought, right, I'm going to apply for that thing. And I went on $12,000. I thought, oh, I don't believe it. It must have been a mistake.
And even $12,000 in the height of the summer is still not bad.
Well, it is, Bri.
Well,
it's pricey.
Some of them were up
it's
to
right up there.
$18,000. Some of them, weren't they?
And this got this massive balcony. I mean, this has got a small terrace, but that's got the one that we're going to has got a massive balcony, and it's just got lovely views and air conditioning in every room. Anyway, so I messaged the owner, and I said I was looking at this property earlier yesterday, and it said it was 4,000 New Zealand dollars, and now it's not. And he's like, oh, that's because I made a mistake. I was playing around with the dates, and it published it. And I said, oh, that's a shame, because we would have liked to have booked it for a month. And he said, oh, let me do you a deal. So he comes back, and the deal was something like 7 or 8 grand or something like that. I was like, no, because for that price, we can pay the flights to go to Spain, and we might as well go, no, it's not worth it.
Different country and all that.
Yeah. So to cut a long story short, we went backwards and forwards, and he ended up saying to me, look, what's your best price?
What's your budget?
What's your budget? And I said 4,000 New Zealand dollars. And he said, okay. I was like, really?
Okay.
Like,
What's the catch?
I know.
Yeah.
So I said, can we go and see it? And he said, yeah. So we drove out there.
You have to do it all in code, don't you, on Airbnb? Unless you've booked, you only go through. So you can't say, here's my phone number.
Oh, it was, yeah.
You can't do this. You
We
can't
had to
say, here's my
guess where
email
it
address.
was.
And he was
I
like,
know.
it's here. Then you go past the church, the road forks, and then it's up to the right. And guess what? It's a big white house with blue shutters. Are you serious? It's Greece, mate. Every house has got blue shutters. Even Sonny went, really?
Yeah.
That big house with blue shutters.
And you know what? We went to see it, and his mum lives underneath in her house, underneath the apartment. And we went to see it, and she was just the most loveliest.
Oh, she would love it. Wouldn't she? You
she's
could
so
use
lovely.
the barbecue and everything,
I know.
can't she? And
And
it's just like,
she showed me round, and she said, in really, really broken English, she said, I'm sorry, the garden isn't up to scratch. And we were like, oh no, we're used to, I didn't say this, but we're used to living in the building site. But she said, is this your family? And I said, yes, these are my children. And she said, I want you to stay here.
Yeah.
She said, I feel the love in your family and I want you to stay in this house.
Yeah, and please use the barbecue down there and everything.
Cry my eyes out in the car.
It?
It was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was, so again, one of those times that you think was meant to be, it was, she just said, I want you to be in the garden. I want you to use the barbecue. I just want you to enjoy it.
Can't put someone in the house, I think, because everyone was over in Athens.
So that's where we are for August, July.
Yeah.
July, we're going to be, so we're staying here. So we're going to be in Greece for 2 months. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
And that's why we're saying today, you just feel like, it's like not lazy, but just enjoy what you've got right now. Because you just don't know what you're going to be doing when you go back.
No.
Back over to wherever we're going after that, It should be the UK, shouldn't it?
And do you know what, Brian? You're going back to this thing of being lazy.
I'm not lazy, Liz, but you
no,
just kind of say it as that.
I know, but you do. And this is what I said to you this morning at the cafe when we went to work. I got my computer out and I looked at Brian and I said, work smarter, not harder. Is that right? Or harder, not smarter? Yes, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
And
that's a longevity saying.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it's like, right, what do I really, really need to do? Yeah. What can I do to generate money, to pay, keep on earning?
Pay the money. Yeah. Pay the bills.
What can I do to keep our most prioritized people, people in our community that are paying to be on our membership, all that kind of things. What can we do to keep those people,
engaged
and happy and money's worth, and just rather than doing like stuff like I said on the last podcast, rather than doing stuff just for the sake of saying, oh, I'm busy, look at me, I'm so busy.
Yeah, no, it's like, my ex-business partner was always very, very busy, but
busy doing nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't busy doing nothing, but just, was he doing the right things, the smarter things, or was it just, as he always used to say, keep putting out fires, and you're like, okay. Yeah, who's starting them?
So are you glad we're in Greece then?
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah. And did I have something else to tell them? What I said, I've got to say, about the car. We're taking the car back to Athens.
I couldn't extend the car deal because we got a really good deal, 70% off on, it was through Discovery Cars.
If you're going to, sorry, Bri, but if you're going to, no, I just need to say this because this is like proper.
Yep.
This is proper travel vlog stuff. If you're going to rent a car on the island of Paros, I suggest you rent it from Athens and bring it over on the ferry. Would you?
Yes. Yeah, because originally we were going to hire it here on the island, but then Liz said to me, I've got a deal with a guy and it's going to be 30 euros a day. And I went, I know I can get it cheaper than that. And not only that, we then wouldn't have to use Ubers in Athens because I've driven in Athens many times, at least twice anyway. And
you're very fantastic.
Yeah. And I just thought, do you know what? If I can beat the 900 euros it is on the island for just over 4 weeks, I think it was 30 days, then we'll be quids in. And even if it's the same, we're going to have the car in Athens and we're going to be able to get back and cases and to and from here, there and the ferry port and all that sort of stuff. And I got it for 730 euros, I think it was. Which
is about 1,500 New Zealand.
And it cost about, I think it was a further 180 euros to get it on the ferry.
What's it like driving in Greece? Because people might think, oh no, I don't want to hire a car.
It's like anywhere. They're very courteous, the Greek drivers. Yeah. They're a bit crazy at times, but no more crazy than anyone else. But they're aware of what's going on around them. Like some people, you're like, are you aware I'm even here? But a lot of them drive along with the phone, talking on the phone. It's like, I'm not using it. And yes, you are. But do you know what I mean?
It's just normal, it's though. That's what the world does.
And the island the roads are tiny on the island. And we've got a little Toyota Igo X, I think it is. And, you constantly got things hitting the wing mirror on the side of the road. I should be...
What sorts of things?
Like grass and...
Oh, right. So
objects. You're right over. And they're still nearly hitting you. Yeah. No, not humans. You've got to be really careful of everything. But the speed limit mostly on the island's only 50k. It's the occasionally it's 90, but Really.
I can't remember if I told you this on the other podcast, but we rented that car in Athens because we wanted to buy beach chairs.
Yes, we did, yeah.
Umbrellas to bring to the island with us because we, after 30 years of coming over to Greece, and we know we're too old now.
Stuff you buy in the islands
we're
is crap.
too old to be laying on the sand on a towel for a month, and now it's even 2 months. And we said if we come again, we're going to get those gorgeous big loungers, which we did.
Yeah, they were €50 each.
I know, best thing I've ever bought in my life.
And they're really good quality.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Absolutely brilliant. You know, with a proper
you should
sort
see
of.
us when we turn up at the beach.
Yeah.
Everyone's jealous.
Yeah, you would be.
Of course they are.
Absolutely, they're brilliant. They really are. And I
It's like
looked
taking your front room down on the beach.
There's a shop here on the island called Jumbo
Yeah.
where you can buy cheapy stuff. You know, and it is cheap. And we were in there today, and I said to Tess, "Oh, look at that," because Tess was the odd one out. She bought the sun lounger.
Yeah, so she could lay down. The bed.
The sun bed.
Yeah.
And we bought loungers, didn't we? That tip back and stuff like that. And we should do some pictures to show you them because they are nice. And I said to look, there's one of those cheap blue ones, you know, with the ones that you go click, 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 and then click, 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 and they come back down.
Yeah.
And it was €42, and it was nasty.
Was
it? It was
it?
really cheap and
how
nasty.
much did we pay for us?
She only paid 48 for hers.
Yeah.
You know? And you
So
just
that's
think,
one of the
there
reasons
you
we
go.
hide in Athens, because we wanted to load the car up with stuff to bring over to the island. And I'm so glad we did.
And then we had to get an Uber to the ferry port.
Yeah. But all that to say, when we got this extra month, the Airbnb, we had the dilemma of, okay, well, the car needs to be returned back to Athens. Do we renew this renew this rental agreement?
Yes.
For another month, or do we start again, take it back, hire another car, bring it back? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And like I say, I got it for 700 odd euros, which is around about 1,500 New Zealand dollars. The same car, just to extend it for a month, was best part of $3,000.
Yeah.
And you're like, because that 70% sale that I was talking about. So then I had to go and find another company with a 70% sales. And then we had to do the maths and go, okay. And I say maths, I don't say math. There's no such thing as math. It's maths.
Oh, stop it.
It's more than one sum.
Stop it.
It's
Go
got to
on.
be maths, all right? Okay, anyway. That's me. Old school, yeah. Anyway, so we looked it into the price, and it was cheaper for me and Liz to go back on the ferry, back to Athens, pick the car up, and come back with it with the new rental agreement.
Do you know what? Bri was going to go on his own. He said, I'll go back
Would
to
have saved another $100.
Yeah, he said, I'll go back to Athens on my own. I'll take the ferry back.
Yeah.
I'll pick up the new
Via
car.
Turkey.
Pardon?
It's via Turkey and Italy.
I'll pick up the new car.
Might be a few weeks to
I'll
get
come
back.
back on the ferry. I'll be gone 24. Oh, how long are you going to be gone? 12 hours.
Just a day. 12, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 4
And I
hours
said,
on the
"No,
ferry,
thanks."
4 hours
I
back,
said,
and
"I'm
then a bit
coming."
in between.
So I'm going on the ferry with you to get the car, aren't I?
You are.
And then we're going to come back.
We're having
So
a day out, aren't we?
We're having a day out.
Little sortie to Athens and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was we still saved $500
Yeah.
by doing it that way.
I'll tell you what, if you could see the kids, you know, they're renting, they're sharing this room. I've got to tell you this because we've talked about them sharing the room together. When I go in the morning, Sonny's lying there with his face mask on because Tess
Likes the window open, the shutters open.
She insists on opening the shutters, and he can't stand it. He likes a dark room.
Yeah, sun's streaming through the light, through the window in the morning.
She's like, no, I've got to have sunlight. So that's the first thing, wasn't it? Like, you know, so now he's got this eye mask, and you go in and he's just laying there in his eye mask.
2 little single beds.
Yeah,
It's
2
weird.
single beds.
Tiny beds.
But you know what? They like it now.
I know. They've got used to each other.
They have.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
So all that worrying we did
Yeah.
about, how are they going to share? They're young adults, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well on it.
Both go in there, they're both snoring.
Yeah, they are. They love it.
quite
They've been
nice.
going out clubbing, and they've been coming back late, and they've just been...
Come back at 3 o'clock, and they have the door open because there's AC in the actual main living area, which will leave that on for them. And then in the mornings, you have to close their door.
Yeah.
So it just get hot in there then.
Yeah. So that's what we've been up to, isn't it, Brian?
That's Greece.
That's what we've been up to.
That's life.
Yes.
Sun's going down, look.
It is.
It's that
And
time somewhere to go and...
we're eating in tonight. We're
eating here, actually.
Yeah, to keep to our budget, we go out a couple of nights, and then we have to eat. Well, Tess always cooks because she's a great cook, and then we cook in. What's she cooking? I think she's doing
cooking
lamb.
Is she doing lamb today?
Yeah,
she's
lamb
doing
and
lamb
potatoes.
on top of the potatoes
Yeah.
with, I think she's got courgettes, which she's grilling
Lemon
with
courgettes.
lemon and stuff.
So I'm looking forward to
we've got
that.
some gorgonzola cheese and some biscuits and things.
Do you know what? We're going to do our video diary. We will do that for you. Obviously, at the end of this, we're going to do a video diary. But before we do
Might just do mine on the beach, on me.
What?
On me chair.
Oh, really?
On the beach.
You won't be able to.
Why?
Oh, because you've got to do it now.
No, you'd have to do it right away.
Oh, don't you? How are you going to take the microphones?
You can
just use your
your phone. That's what the
right,
idea is,
okay.
in private, not when we're
Listen,
together.
remind me, Brian.
What?
Listen.
Sun's going down.
No, watch me. Look at me.
Yeah.
Eyes on me.
Sun's going down. Anyone who's watched the Benjers will know what that means.
Don't ever let me have an Ouzo when I'm doing my podcast again.
I won't. Don't
I told
worry.
you.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a good sign.
Let's see how much you've got in yours, Liz. Look, empty. I've still got a quarter of a glass.
Yeah, but you're bigger than me and
Oh,
you're
right.
fabulous. Remember what the man said? You're absolutely fabulous.
You
That's
look
why.
amazing, yeah.
Because you don't drink your
I'm taking him out for a
Ouzo.
drink tomorrow night. Just me and him on the island.
I wanted to say before we go that my very good friend, Mr. G, from New Zealand, sent me a link to a video saying, farewell on your travels. This is the gift that I'm giving to you from New Zealand. And I'm sure all New Zealanders will say the same to you. And it was a song, a Māori song that they used to traditionally play to the troops when they were going off to the war.
Yeah, to the wars.
And
Yeah.
the song is called This Is the Hour. And I'm not joking.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is a gorgeous.
They started playing to me before and started crying. Just about to do a podcast.
I know.
Yeah.
And he said, listen to this song whenever you miss New Zealand. So I'm going to remind me of this, Brian. I'm
Yep.
going to put the link in the description below because if you've never heard this song, it's
gorgeous, isn't it?
heart stirring. It really is. It moves you. And thank you so much for thinking of us and sending us that song. It was just so beautiful.
Yeah. That was so nice.
Yes, thank you. And a big thank you to everyone who's reached out over YouTube and email and podcast and just said, have a great journey, have a great trip. You know, we're still here for you. We're still listening. We really, really, really appreciate you being here with us. And as I said, I sent an email to Mr. G thanking him for that video. And as I said to him, knowing that we have your ears to listen to our rambling conversations is an absolute honour, and it fills us with gratitude. It really, really does. It's an honour. It's an absolute honour to be able to do this for you and with you. So thank you for turning up and sharing your day with us.
Yeah. Thank you, Gordy. And I just wanted to say one thing, just a little thing in my cheeky way, not to you, Gordy. This is to someone else. So, Penny, if you're listening, I bloody love Birmingham. I do. Even though I said it in my cheeky voice, bloody love Birmingham and all the leafy lines down there. It's fantastic. We might just come and see you.
Okay, don't forget you can sign up to my newsletter, The Front Row, if you haven't already. I'm writing about this trip and discovery and the whole healing journey of what that feels like for me. I'd love you to join me on that. I will put the link down below, but to get to it, you can go to
www.itsadrama.com/front row.
Yes. And now we're going to share with you our private video diaries, which again, so many of you have said, I love them. They're so personal. I love them. Thank you. That makes us feel really special and loved. And so that's why we're continuing to do them. So until next time, I'm going to hand over to the video diaries. But until next time, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Do not forget. My heart beats with yours. And I'll speak to you soon.
And don't forget, kia kaha, stay strong. Maybe one day someone might just say to you, you look fantastic.
Yeah.
So and it's not just in your body, it's in your mind. So kia kaha, if you look at it in that way, stay strong. That's everywhere. Stay strong in all your body. And if you can't stay strong in your body, stay strong in your mind. And kia u, stay true. That's true to yourself, and you will be. So, and we'll see you on the next one. See you now.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello. We've just finished the podcast and I said to Brian, I'm going to go and do my video diary now. And he's like, no, I'm going to do mine from the beach. But I needed to do it now. I needed to do this now, and I'm bringing you down to where we said, where the car park is, and there's so much I want to share with you. so much. And like I said earlier in the podcast, I feel like as a friend, I want to just say to you, oh, guess what I'm feeling, guess what I thought today, guess what's happened, because I know so many of you watching this have been on or are on a similar path, you know, where you've lost someone and you've lost yourself. More importantly, you've lost yourself, and that's how I feel. I feel like what I've realized about coming away, I thought that it was all about embracing what I already had and keeping strong what I already had, but actually I've come to realize that it is that, but it's also rediscovering who I am, who Liz is. And yeah, like I said, this is a huge subject and probably not one to have on YouTube at the end of a podcast. Who knows? I don't know. I do, actually. I do, because I know that there will be some people watching this going, yeah, just tell me what you're feeling, and because I feel the same. And this is what I said to Brian this morning. This is the building site, by the way, that I was telling you about. It looks horrific, doesn't it? It looks gross, but it isn't. It's really, really nice. And obviously you've got the hills in the background, and I love it. I love it because it's letting me be. It's not pretending to be anything that it's not. It's just beautiful, and it's letting me be, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm not going to go into everything today that's going on, but I just want to say, I truly want to say, I don't think I'll ever get bored of saying this. Just thank you, you know, just thank you for just listening and watching and commenting and emailing, and thank you so much. Because when you're over here in Greece and you're going through this weird thing of like, well, what's going on? Your husband's different and your kids are different and you're fucking different, and the solidness that you feel when you open your computer and go, oh, I can feel it. I can feel it through the comments. I can feel it through emails. I can just feel that grounded solidness that goes, you're all right. Do you remember I made that thing about the anchor? Remember that guy said to me about Anchor Me? Remember the song, The Anchor Me, by the Mutton Birds? This is what it feels like. It feels like that. And I don't know if you know how important you are to me, but you are. You really are. You play such a big role in this, to anchor me and to make me feel safe. So I'm just going to leave it at that, because I can feel myself wanting to go blah, 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 and I know that YouTube probably won't appreciate, or podcasting apps won't appreciate me just going off on a massive tangent. And to be honest, if I'm really honest with you, I'm not quite confident enough to do that yet. I'm not quite confident enough to open up completely, so rawly and unscriptedly, and yeah. But what I wanted to say was this: I fucking love you. I really do. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much. My heart beats with yours, and it always will. And I'll speak to you soon. And how brilliant is it about Brian? How brilliant that someone recognised this gorgeous man and said, look at you. Look at you. So happy about that. Okay, speak to you soon. got some questions for you, young Dr. Man.
There we go. Right.
Right. First of
fire
all,
away.
tell me why you went on testosterone.
Well, it started off about 2.5 years ago, and
Just floppy.
yeah, all over the place. God, see, that's it. I just knew that's what you were thinking.
Limp.
I was walking with one yet. Walking with a bigger limp now.